Che Guevara, a name that evokes powerful reactions. For some, he was a revolutionary fighter. For others, a controversial figure whose legacy sparks debates to this day. But how did Ernesto Guevara go from a child in Argentina to a global symbol of rebellion, and later, a pop culture icon? Today, we're breaking down his life, not as a hero, but as a historical figure whose impact spanned decades. Ernesto Guevara was born on June 14, 1928, in Rosario, Argentina. He was the eldest of 5 children in a middle-class family. His parents, Ernesto Guevara Lynch and Celia de la Serna, were politically active, outspoken, and well-read, fostering an environment that shaped young Ernesto's worldview. His father often described the family as having the blood of rebels. From a young age, Ernesto suffered from severe asthma, a condition that plagued him throughout his life. But it didn't stop him from being adventurous. He played sports, explored nature, and read voraciously. By the time he was a teenager, he was reading Marx, Freud, and other revolutionary thinkers, planted by his parents' intellectual discussions. Che studied medicine at the University of Buenos Aires, motivated in part by his desire to understand and combat his own health challenges. But it was his travels through South America that profoundly changed him. In 1952, he embarked on a motorcycle journey with his friend Alberto Granado. The trip took him through Argentina, Chile, Peru, Colombia, and Venezuela, where he witnessed the crushing poverty and social inequality that plagued the continent. These experiences ignited his revolutionary spirit, transforming him from a curious medical student into a man determined to fight systemic oppression. After earning his medical degree in 1953, Ernesto left Argentina for good. He became deeply involved in leftist politics, traveling to Guatemala during the presidency of Jacobo Arbenz, who was implementing land reforms. When Arbenz was overthrown in a CIA-backed coup, Che grew convinced that U.S. imperialism was a major threat to Latin America. It was in Mexico City in 1955 that he met Fidel Castro and joined the Cuban Revolution. Che's role? A guerrilla leader and strategist. By 1959, he had helped overthrow Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista, cementing his reputation as a revolutionary leader. After the revolution, Guevara took on various roles in Cuba: head of the National Bank, Minister of Industries, and an international diplomat. But Che was restless. He didn't want to be a bureaucrat, he wanted to spread revolution. By the mid-1960s, disillusioned with the direction of the Cuban government and eager to ignite uprisings elsewhere, Che left Cuba. First, he attempted to spark a revolution in the Congo, which ended in failure. Then, he moved to Bolivia, where his life would ultimately come to an end. In 1967, Che led a small group of guerrilla fighters in Bolivia, hoping to inspire a socialist revolution. But the Bolivian military, aided by the CIA, tracked him down. After months of fighting and dwindling supplies, Che was captured on October 8, 1967, in the village of La Higuera. The next day, he was executed by Bolivian soldiers. His last words? "Shoot, coward, you were only going to kill a man." Che Guevara was dead at 39, but his story was far from over. After his death, Che became a martyr for revolutionary causes worldwide. The now iconic photograph by Alberto Corta, taken during a 1960 rally in Cuba, transformed him into a symbol of rebellion, freedom, and anti-imperialism. In the 1970s, Che's image inspired guerrilla movements from Latin America to Africa and Asia. But by the 1990s, his image took on a different role. Capitalism, the very system he fought against, commodified him. His face adorned t-shirts, coffee mugs, and posters, turning him into a pop culture icon of rebellion, often stripped of his ideological context. To this day, Che Guevara's legacy divides people. Supporters celebrate him as a symbol of resistance against oppression, while critics highlight his use of violence and authoritarian tendencies. In Cuba, he is venerated as a hero. In other parts of the world, he's a reminder of the complexities of revolutionary movements. Whether you see him as a liberator, a ruthless revolutionary, or a commercialized icon, Che Guevara's life and legacy continue to provoke thought and inspire debate. His story is a lens through which we can examine not just history, but the power of symbols in shaping how we see the world. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most fascinating figures. Until next time.